It's about time to get back to the task at hand. Our moment of respite was provided by a save scroll, which is an expendable item, of which there is a limited quantity in the game. However, there may as well not be. They're ridiculously plentiful, and we can only carry an inventory of as many as 4 at a time, so we may as well use them with abandon. There's the point of no return for our hero. There's no going back after that descent. Not that he'd want to. And there's no perch for Kuzo, but that flashing red spot means a hornblower. There's no way not to get noticed by him, so our position is automatically given away. Now, Rao chooses what attack he's going to do based on his position and distance relative to his target. So that spinning attack, which is often instantly lethal, requires that he be a few steps away from his target and directly facing them. And the exact button inputs of our combos are based on what button is assigned to the target, and also what other buttons are assigned to other targets at the time. Back when we had all 3 buttons assigned, we were incapable of doing any of our special combos. And throughout that fight, I was incapable of doing any special combos due to my own incompetence. But we've already replaced our expended save scroll. Just gotta make sure of something. There we go. Now he's double dead. Now that's good to know. Guy just around the corner, currently unawares. 2 more off in the distance with no hope of saving him. So, work out our position just right. And get our spinning attack for an immediate kill. Or at least an immediate disablement, followed by a kill. Sweeping attack put down both of our opponents, but the impalement time allowed the other one to get back up to immediately be knocked down. Not going to make the same mistake twice. However, killing them both did open up the gate behind us, drawing a whole small army. They've got us in a pretty good position. Just going to want to push my way out. Now we're in a good spot to go nuts. And I saved the healing item just in case that fight went south. And it's a good thing they opened that gate, so that's the way we're going. Kuzo has to fly all the way around from his previous perch. The camera didn't meet him, so I decided to just skip that one. We got a hornblower. It's good to know. But that most likely indicates that he's got someone to tip off with his horn. Now we know the rest of the story. So we're going to have to time this properly. Although it would seem we've been caught already by whoever is in control of that gate. But in fact, we have not been. I may not have mastered the distance to get that spinning attack. Doing pretty good with the sweeping attack, though. Now, there's a larger enemy off in the distance who is acting as an enforcer, they call it. He won't approach until all of his subordinates are dead, which is an unsound strategy of an overconfident man. That said, he does still provide a challenge in one-on-one combat. He blocked every strike of that combo. However, he did see his life flash before his eyes. That gave us a chance to break through his defenses. Looks like there's a lot of moving parts in this room. Seems like there should be a strategic approach, but my preferred method is to dive in head first, get everyone's attention, and become a lawnmower. Don't necessarily want to kill everyone, because we do have a challenge to complete still. There it is. We just had to block 6 different enemies. Now's not the time to save. That would be the time to save. I do like that they allow you to save anytime you make any degree of significant progress. Sort of prescient of the auto-saves that are almost ubiquitous in modern games. Unfortunately, the hardware was not up to their ambition, as is the case very frequently throughout the Mark of Kree. These cowards refuse to join the fray, which makes them easy pickings. Another highly populated area. And Kuzo has spotted some of his bird friends. Just below us, in fact. Very important to note, because that will bring the whole mass of them down on our head, if we activate those birds. But if we sneak around, can move on without disturbing them, and we'll get the drop on them. Just barely, but it's enough. We can work on softening up the first round before the next batch approaches. Once again, there's a larger opponent acting as an enforcer. Got his attention. Kind of want to lose it. Just for long enough to get it a free hit. And a lucky combo. Only the final hit of the combo is required to get an instant kill. Kuzo's still keeping an eye on his bird friends. But we got work for him to do. Nope, wrong button there. red perch indicates that something will actually happen when Kuzo lands on it. He's not just for scouting purposes. Looks like we've come to a dead end that is positively loaded with bandits. Possibly their last stand. In the back are 3 enforcers. Now we've got their attention. Before they get to us, want to top off our health, because this could be a very difficult fight. When you're completely surrounded, you want to have as many targets as possible. If you can break away from a group and target a single opponent, you want to go for more combos and have at least one button open for that. One is down and they're split up. So we've got a chance to get another. And indeed we did. And another lucky sweep puts an end to the ruins of Tiru. The babyface Sphinx is pleased. We will lay down our allegiance to dog-headed Buddha.
My master returned home in triumph. The neighboring forest had been cleared of bandits, and people were once more free to travel. The delighted innkeeper praised Rao's courage. He was a happy man. Soon business would return to normal. Weeks passed, and word of my master's skills as a swordsman spread far. Rao enjoyed his newfound fame. Though the stories were becoming a little exaggerated by his sister, who would recount them to anyone who would listen. Soon, Rao's mind began to drift once more in the hope of adventure. He would not have to wait long.
Already we are reaping the rewards of a job well done. I'm not entirely sure that's what the innkeeper had in mind when he wanted us to give those bandits a good kicking. But he doesn't have to know all the details when our sister Tati is filling in the blanks. Next time we'll be sure to meet all of our old favorites and the new patrons of the inn. But for now I wanted to meet someone who has taken up residence in the very back. This is the Sage. He makes available to us a variety of features. Many bonus features, notably the arenas. I'm very fond of arenas in action games, and in particular this one. We have 2 options. Obviously we're going for body count. And all we have to do is defeat 15 of these enemies in 2 minutes. Time attack is very similar. It's defeat absolutely everybody in a certain amount of time. Later arenas will become drastically more complicated. Challenges will start to resemble Baomusu's challenges from the level itself. But for now, it's simply a matter of killing all we can. There are health refills available, but if you have to go for them, you've probably already lost. Just takes too much time. Going for impalement on downed enemies also takes too much time. You usually just want to let them bleed out. Just a matter of avoiding lengthy animations, dealing as much damage to as many opponents as quickly as you can. I personally like to spread it out for whatever reason. I'm not sure that's the most sound strategy, but it always works for me. This is really the tutorial that Baomusu should offer, as opposed to just swinging pointlessly at dummies. There we go. That's going to offer us a new outfit. The time attacks unlock concept art, because this game is positively drowning in our assets. I'll be posting those in the thread and the video description for any interested parties. You'll probably want to see them, because they look very nice. That challenge was nicely balanced for our current weapon set. However, my favorite thing about the arenas is that no matter when you play them, all the weapons in the game are available to you. We're not quite ready to see the kind of damage we can do with this final one, but I'll happily give you an audio sample. Nearly twice as many kills in the same time frame. And when I actually show you what it looks like, I'll be sure to get much more than that. That's just a little teaser for just how gruesome this game can get. For now, though, and in stark contrast, we'll be taking a short break here at the inn, as more adventure awaits us.